Well, it is gut check time here in the minor league as North Shore potentially able to put the league not necessarily mathematically out of reach, but certainly for all intents and purposes out of reach. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction, and as I say, North Shore have the chance, depending on the results of other matches today, of course, have the chance to move 6 points clear of their nearest competitor with two matches to play and a superior goal difference. We'll see how that goes a little bit later, but for the moment, we move to Cape Town, South Africa, where FC Kapstad and Montreal United will kick us off here today, no pun intended. Here you see the superior goal difference, 20 goals versus 11 over Seoul Mythic. Depends on whether that'll hold after today's matches, of course, but that 3 point advantage for North Shore could prove to be unassailable. We're not worried about that right now. We are worried with this match, where Montreal have kicked off here, going right to left in the black and teal. Faulkner trying to get forward, but Skavgard able to break that move up. First corner of the game goes to Montreal. It is Peterson to deliver. Into the box at the near post, and Eric Bierman opens the scoring in less than 3 minutes. Well, that's a strong start for Montreal, and it's a great delivery at the near post by Peterson. Bierman rising above a cloud of Kapstad shirts. It is Kapstad 0, Montreal 1 here in the early stages. Holland. Clark through to Sinclair, and Sinclair misses wide. It's another attack for Montreal. 44 trying to find Sinclair there, but Calderon able to get in the way. Now can Kapstad fashion something? Well, as soon as I say that, it's Clark who intercepts. And now 44 right at Duncan Walrison. It's a very wide position there for Kapstad, as you see in the bottom center of your screen. Turns very compact in defense. Hasn't really benefited them too much as they have given away a goal, but that being from a set piece. Meanwhile, it's Montreal who come forward now. Bierman, the goal scorer. Worked out to Faulkner, who loses possession at like 2%. Now it's over the top here. And Aaron Ford might have just leveled it. But was he onside? VAR is looking at it. And indeed, the goal will stand. It's a lightning quick break for Kapstad. And it's leveled the game at 1-1. Peterson makes a good run to track back, but ends up playing Ford onside there. So Montreal pegged back will need to find a way to get themselves back in front here. Skavgard able to pick up that wayward pass. All headed forward to Sinclair. Sinclair squares it. And the Kapstad shirts were there. Bierman forward. And what a shot from Ace Faulkner! My goodness, that came out of nowhere. Look again, Sinclair tried the square pass. Pearson headed it forward. Nolan sent it to Bierman to Faulkner. And Faulkner hitting it on the volley from outside the box. One of those once-in-a-lifetime goals, and it's put Montreal ahead here. What a strike. how will Capstad pick themselves up from that? Here is Tortellini. Can't get around Clark. Now the break on for Montreal again. Sinclair cutting inside. Squares it. And the shot from Chuck Noland rolls past the keeper. Well, it was a quick break once again from Montreal, having a lot of luck on, well, perhaps not luck, a lot of fruit on the counterattack. Sure, we'll go with that. And another very long shot there, this time from Chuck Noland. And the holding midfielder makes it 3-1. Now, just before halftime, it's a corner kick from Capstad. And another long shot from Squidward Tortellini. It's like the players are allergic to the box, but it seems to be working out. Tortellini in a lot of space off the corner kick. Absolutely unmarked. By the time Bierman makes a run, the shot is already in the air. And it is an exciting game here at the half. We go into the break. Capstad 2, Montreal 3 the score. So many shots from distance. So many goals from distance. Somebody should send the players a memo that this is soccer, not basketball. How will the second half develop? And will we see more of the same, more importantly? I think just about everybody would like a little bit more of that. Volta and Skovgard making their way onto the pitch in favor of Faulkner and Sinclair. Montreal making their halftime subs there. Montreal winning possession here. Now Volta, the substitute, wins the corner. And we have seen some substitute impacts from Volta in the past this season. Can they get another strong performance out of them? Pearson with the delivery and headed in from I'm Just Ken. Well, I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, that goal was Ken off. Another great delivery from Peterson. And the 2-goal lead for Montreal is restored. Wagner, meanwhile, at the other end, wins the the corner kick off of the free kick. And it is Capstad's turn to attempt to score rather from a set piece situation. That time headed clear as it happens. Match has been more or less non-stop with breathtaking chances from each side. And I get the feeling we're not done yet. Here's 44. Through ball. Skovgard into the box. Squares it for Clark. And Clark sends it just wide. With the sort of shots we've been seeing go in today, that one had a real chance. Noland, pursued by Tortellini, able to send it up the line for Clark. Now here's Skovgard. Skovgard fires over. Should clarify there are 3 Skovgards on the pitch at the moment. 2 of them playing for Montreal. Here's Gorgon, meanwhile. Knocks it past Clark, sends in the cross, and headed in there by Fantomens. Nothing doing, though. Dina Skovgard to Alexander Skovgard. Back to Dina Skovgard. At like 2%, able to send it clear, and Caspian Skovgard now making the pressure. Here's 44. Back to Clark, cross in. And it looked like Volta had a bead on the angle, but gets the velocity wrong. Walrison seemed to have it covered, but it is a corner kick. Again from Peterson. Bierman back to Peterson. Cross comes in, and this time dealt with properly. Gorgon to Tortellini, but Tortellini losing out, but is fouled. So it'll be a free kick there for Capstad. Ford sends it back to Gorgon with the cross, and Williams able to hold on to it. Ball falls to Nolan in the center for 44. Nolan again, here's Dina Skovgaard, and it's right at Duncan Rollerson. Well, it has been a highlight reel of a match so far. A little over 15 minutes to play. Is there another twist or two in this tale? Time now running out a little bit quicker. Cap said, we'll need to find 2 more goals if they hope to equalize again. Wagner back into Caspian Skovgaard. Gorgon was making the run, but Tortellini opting to send it back that time. Quick passing through the middle. Hohenhahn out wide to Gorgon. Gorgon with the cross. Hohenhahn! And that one's a little easy for Williams. Hohenhahn getting into a great position, but can't quite head it with the velocity needed. Now here is Alexander Skovgaard. Plays it off of Obranka there. Into the middle. Skovgaard again. Now it's Clark. Clark shoots from a tight angle and forces the save out of Walrusson. Less than 5 minutes to play as Peterson delivers this corner kick. All the way back out to Skovgaard again. And a Montreal player ruled offside, and so it will go the other way. That will likely be the last notable chance of this match, unless Kapstad can pull something out here. Up the pitch here for Tortellini. Tortellini chips it over to Vandebens, trying to find Hohenhahn in the center, but headed clear. Here is Gorgon, though. Balls for Ford. Ultimately sent back by the Montreal defense. Now a potential counterattack here. It's Volta. Volta getting past the defender, squaring it. Had teammates in a threatening position, but unable to capitalize. At like 2%. Long pass forward. Finds Vandebens, who is offside. And it looks like Montreal will come away with a creditable 4-2 win here over FC Kapstad. There is the final whistle. A great performance and a great match for the neutrals. Probably not the best for heart health, let's be honest, if you're one of these two teams, but a win is a win, and Montreal take the 3 points here today. Bierman, Faulkner, Noland, and Ken, the scorers for Montreal. Aaron Ford and Squidward Tortellini weighing in for Kapstad. And you see player of the match, Eric Bierman, for a goal and an assist. Should also give a shout out to Tom Peterson for 2 goals off of corner kicks. Not an easy feat, and well done to Montreal for that 4-2 win. Our next match takes us to Paris, where AS Paris will take on Athenai. Of course, AS Paris, part of that União Sao Paulo AS Paris organization. Sao Paulo having a very good time of it of the league in the league above. Paris hoping to crib off a little bit of that. It's an unorthodox, it's an unorthodox formation there for Athenai. A bit of a W in defense and then a plus in attack. I'm not sure what you'd call that. I don't think Athenai are too picky about naming it as long as it works. Whether it will work remains to be seen. Of course, we are underway now as Athenai have got us started here, going right to left in all white. Ashcroft into the center. Played the 1-2 with Kulishad and sent it wide. Should also comment on the formation of Paris. It is a 4-4-2 with that left central midfielder playing the withdrawn role as McFootcakes, trying to send it into the box, but it's rebuffed. Now here is Fish, cutting inside, has a shot from distance, and this time, store's over. And then you see, as I said, Imanaktuk, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if it's not, playing that more holding role here for Paris today. Corrigan sends it out wide for Duck, but the touch is loose from Duck. And then Imanaktuk sending it all the way back to Aguilera. Some quick passing from Paris. Quackwaval the Duck sends it back into the center, and the shot from Imanaktuk does win the corner. Fish with the delivery for Paris. Louis Duck sending it clear, but only as far as Fish. And the shot from Brisky forces a save out of Sweeper, the keeper. Through ball here, finds Scott. Scott, one-on-one with the keeper and misses off the corner. That was a great chance for Athenai there, but ultimately wanting in the end. Longwell headed down for Scott, but losing out to Ron Wintz. McFootcakes. Tomato. Now to Brisky. Brisky shoots. And a dangerous parry from keeper. Able to concede a corner, but it looked like that might have almost parried back into his own net. As it is, it's a corner kick that finds its way back out to Tomato. McFootcakes now forward. And a good challenge from Ashcroft to win the ball for Athenai. Brisky in pursuit, Ashcroft passing it, and now Corrigan in a lot of space at the far wing. Athenai coming forward in numbers here. Corrigan squares it. And it looked like an Athenai player went down, but the referee says play on. It was a close run thing that could have very easily been our opening goal, but in the end, the chance ends up going missing. Here's the Duck. Quackwaval, that is. Squaring it. And Crazy Tomato the second has put it in the net for Paris. Well, they nearly conceded that really dangerous chance, but not only have they survived it, they've gone up the other end and scored one themselves. Tomato in a lot of space. Lind nowhere near to cover it. And Paris take a 1-0 lead here against Athenai. Fish now with the corner in this one, headed over by Jay Brisky. Athenai needing to find a response. Kulishad had the free kick right on target. The header, however, was not. That's a free kick from Tomato right into the wall, nearly curved back inside the post. As it is, will be a corner kick, which Tomato will also take. Delivered in and sent back clear. And that long shot from Dybala not troubling Sweeper the keeper. Well, in addition to league standing, of course, these teams will be playing to impress the regional managers for the upcoming WSFC World Simulation Football Classic coming up here in a couple of weeks. Roster deadline is fast approaching as Kulishad cuts inside, shoots it right at Aguilera. All of these players will be using this as their final set of auditions before the upcoming player roster deadline, excuse me. And that pass from standstill ends up finding nobody. Here is Wentz. Fish sending it back to the center. Quackleval the Duck with a through ball here for Dybala. Dybala back to Fish. And it was well worked to Belmont, but tipped behind ultimately. Now it is a corner here for Paris. Looking to double their lead as Fish delivers. Squared for Wentz. Wentz shoots. And that one hit the masses. Now it's a potential break for Athenai, but that pass from Scott not quite on the mark. Now Sweeper the keeper, sending it long. Headed down, ultimately finding its way with Athenai. Louis Duck trying to pass it up the line, but Belmont intercepts. And now it's another break for Paris. Ultimately, though, having to slow things down slightly. Over the top for McFootcakes. Belmont cutting inside, shoots, and that one's over the bar. Amazing tuck. Back out to McFootcakes. Buckoval trying to bring it under control, but can't. Brisky forward. Tomato. Intercepted well by Duck. The pass, though, not quite where it needed to be. McFootcakes intercepts. But now Athenai winning the ball back. Here's Sterling Scott out wide, but Brisky able to intercept from Kulishad. And now a streaking Brisky up the near wing. The Maniktok fires from distance, and Sweeper the keeper holds on. And that is where we leave it at halftime. AS Paris with a 1-0 lead at the break over Athenai. 15 shots from Paris, 6 of them on target, and an XG of 1.51, more than double the XG of Athenai so far. Will Paris be able to hold on to this lead, or can Athenai find an equalizer? There will be 45 minutes to find out. Panda and Ruben making their way onto the pitch. Kanicki and Corrigan, the ones to make way. Panda immediately on the pitch, winning the ball, albeit for only a moment, for Athenai. Then delivering the free kick from deep. Falls to Ashcroft. Forced out wide into the corner. And the referee has given a penalty here. Well, it looked like incidental contact, but VAR is having a look at it. And the penalty has been given. Well, this is the lifeline Athenai needed, and it is Sterling Scott to step up to the spot. And drills it right past Aguilera. Well, a harsh penalty or not, you can't deny that's a well-taken spot kick by Sterling Scott. Aguilera shows the right way, couldn't extend the arms long enough. And now Paris's advantage has been undone, but here is Quackleval the Duck trying to remake it. Now Paris passing it along their back line here. Lizard. Fish, nearly losing out to Kulishov, but does retain possession. Fish has his shot, and that one whistles over the crossbar. It's been a very entertaining game so far. 30 minutes left to play. It is neck and neck between these two teams. Through ball to Lizard. Lizard right at the keeper. Brisky. Now Tomato squares it to Dybala. Dybala shoots from range. That one hits the top netting. Deep throw now for Athenai. Lynn into McManus. McManus from distance hits a wall of bodies. And now Quacklevel the Duck on the counterattack here with Paris. Loses out, though, to stand still. Resolute defending there from Still. And now Athenai coming back up the pitch. Here's Panda. Shadowed by McFootcakes. Cross comes in. Ashcroft couldn't get to it. Wince. Now forward to Fish. And Anektuk losing out to McManus, though. And Aguilera awake to it, able to get in front of it. It was almost a disastrous defensive lapse. It ultimately came to nothing. And the shot from close range, Dybala wins the corner. The corner sent back out to Tomato. Risky losing out to Louis Duck. Kulishad over the top. That free kick headed out wide. Scott can't bring it under control. Still. And again. Laura Quavius. And Brisky making the streaming run to try and intercept, but it's right back up the other way. Aguilera coming out for it. Has left the goal wide open for Soren Panda. Well, it's one of those moments you have to ask, what was the goalkeeper thinking? The ball came over the top. Aguilera trying to duel Scott for it. Neither one was able to bring it under control. Panda in the perfect place to send that ball into a functionally empty net. It's a catastrophic error from Aguilera, but the cross comes in for Paris, and Eric Belmont has leveled it. Well, Aguilera didn't have to stew in it for long. It is 2-2. Paris equalizing almost immediately. Fish delivered the cross, and Belmont there at the far post, just able to sneak that one past Sweeper the keeper. Now it's a free kick from Kulishad, and it's a corner kick here with less than 10 minutes to play. Both teams still tied at 2-2. Ruben delivers the corner kick, headed right into the corner by Sterling Scott. Well, this match keeps going back and forth like a seesaw, and the balance of power has shifted in Athenai's favor again. Sterling Scott characteristically scoring that goal with his face, putting Athenai in the lead. Four minutes of added time left to play. 4 minutes for Paris to find another equalizer. It's been another exciting match. And there's still time for one final moment of drama here. Here's Fish, trying to get around Kulishad, but can't. McManus sends it up the pitch, but it's a run from Ron Wintz. Fish through to Tomato. Tomato goes down in the box, but Laura Quavius made no mistake with the tackle. Now here's Ashcroft. McManus squaring it. McFoot cakes, though, there to repel the immediate danger. Rubin still with the ball, crosses in again, and this time it's Ethan Ashcroft. And if this stands, it would be 4-2 to Athenai and surely game over. And so it is. Ashcroft ruled onside there, and Athenai might have just put this one out of reach permanently. It's a great delivery there from Rubin. And Ashcroft getting the header pitch perfect. There you see on the replay, just onside. And so Athenai pulling out to a bit of a larger lead, 4-2, similar to our last match. And Manek trying to get one back. Here's Belmont. Belmont squares it, and Sweeper, the keeper, holds on. A long ball from Sweeper, the keeper. Finds its way back to Paris, though. Manek through ball to Kwakwaval, the duck, and that one tipped over. While Paris still pushing to try and find 2 goals in ever-dwindling time. Tomato delivers. This one headed clear by Kulishad. And it looks like Paris are indeed going to run out of time here. It was a strong performance at the start to open the scoring. But in the end, it is Athenai who seem likely to emerge victorious here. Risky losing out on the pass to Panda. Lynn sending it back to Sweeper, the keeper. Athenai, one more move forward, but Ashcroft's pass off the mark. Now Paris trying to come through once more, but Lynn with another well-timed tackle. And that is the final whistle. 3 points for Athenai today on the road against AS Paris. 2 goals from Sterling Scott, doing the bulk of the damage for Athenai. Contributions as well from Soren Panda and Ethan Ashcroft. Paris had the opening goal through Crazy Tomato II, but notched only one more, courtesy of Eric Belmont. It was not enough to get themselves the win here today, despite a valiant performance. Sterling Scott is, of course, your player of the match for that brace. Shout out as well to Bengt Rubin for 2 assists in a substitute appearance. And now we move on to our next match of the day, Seoul Mythic FC hosting Cairo City. Much like their parent club, well, really to the opposite of their parent club, it's been a bit of an all-or-nothing season for Cairo City. Very few draws, usually either winning or usually losing their matches, despite some very strong performances. Seoul playing offset 4-2-3-1 as favored by reigning league champions Reykjavik United. And as for Cairo, it is their unorthodox 4-2-3-1. Now you see Cairo at the bottom there on 7 points, 4 points adrift of Paris after Paris's victory that we just, well, defeat that we just witnessed. If Cairo can somehow pull out a win against Seoul Mythic, they would claim 3 points and climb a little bit closer to a position other than last on the table. Of course, that is a tall order, as Seoul will be looking to try and maintain touch with North Shore in the title race. Remember, as we said at the top of today, the right set of results could render this title race all but over, and Seoul will know that they need to win against Cairo City in order to avoid that possibility. Here is Fry for Seoul. And the long shot from Banford, and that one's sent over the bar. It's been a fairly quiet opening 15 minutes, but that delivery from Fry nearly got a good chance out of Seoul. But once again, it's a goal kick. Danford with a deep throw for Seoul. Here's Varnson. Varnson shoots, and it's Bernardo Fry. And if this stands, that would be the opening goal for Seoul Mythic. But what does VAR have to say about it? The goal will stand. Seoul Mythic have the opener here. Varnson making a good run. Had a couple of options in Paul and Zervas, but it's Fry who redirects it in and gets credit for the opening goal here in Seoul. Can Cairo respond? Bushed it, squaring it, trying to find Sky Rise, but it's Billy Bob who gets the equalizer. Well, that one was drilled in from some distance. Let's take a look again at the replay. Chopper Don Quixote sending it to Bushtit, who crosses in. Nelson for Seoul there on the defense, but that shot from Bob absolutely beats Twinkle Toes in goal. And just like that, it is Seoul 1, Cairo 1. And now it's Jia Yun who wins the corner for Cairo. Corner to be delivered by Anderdaughter. Bob back to Anderdaughter. And Anderdaughter ruled offside. When you think about it, is a bit of an odd position for a center back to be in. Long ball there. Zervas, though, able to pick it up briefly for Seoul, but Cairo winning it back. McGarry, forward to Don Quixote. That pass forward, trying to find Yun, but Spoon able to get a foot in. And now Seoul, coming forward. Here is Paul, and Paul has beaten Dobby Rube. Well, that counterattack completely beat the Cairo defense. While they were still tracking back, the ball was already forward to Paul. Paul bringing it down. Rube can do nothing about it. Lifted over the keeper by Paul. And Seoul Mythic restore their lead here with less than 5 minutes before halftime. Bushtit making a run through the defense for Cairo. Loses out but does regain it. Cross comes in. It's spilled by the keeper, but ultimately sent back. Ball over the top, doesn't find any Cairo attackers. And it is Twinkle Toes who holds on to the ball before ultimately sending it long. Kay Varnson gets past Anderdaughter and Blanco. Now here's Bob, the goal scorer for Cairo, and wins the foul there. It is a corner kick here for Seoul as we near halftime. Fry to deliver and headed away. Wilhelmsdaughter gets to it. Now McGarry. Bob losing out there to Spoon. Paul coming forward, but Chambers able to get in front of it. Here's Stain. Cross comes in and headed over the bar there. Long ball from Rube. Headed down for Seoul, but Cairo do win possession. Yun, forward to Bushtit. Garfield mops up. Yun losing out to Spoon, and again Twinkle Toes with the ball at his feet. Ultimately sending it long after looking like playing it out. We are 40 seconds into 3 minutes of added time here at the end of the first half. Seoul looking to hold on to this 1-goal lead into the half. As Ahmed intercepts that pass. It's through to Zervas, and Apollo Zervas, depending on VAR, makes it 2. But this one will not stand. Zervas ruled offside. And there you see, it's not by much, but it is a game of inches. And so that goal chalked off. Bit of a lifeline there for Cairo. Had they gone into the break 2 goals down, that could have been game over. As it stands, they do still have a lifeline. Bamford. Seoul still in possession. Ahmed coming forward. Yun tracking. Ahmed sends it back. And the shot from Stain goes over. And that is how we head into halftime. Seoul solidly on top, but Cairo have gotten themselves a goal in this one. And so it is Seoul Mythic 2, Cairo City 1. Seoul with a 1.81 XG to just 0.44 for Cairo. Seoul very much in control of this one. We'll be looking to maintain this lead in order to remain within striking distance of league leaders North Shore. Cairo have gotten us started off, but Seoul winning possession immediately. And it's a through ball to Zervas. Zervas eager to make up for that offside earlier in the match, but once again offside there. And now a corner kick for Seoul. Fry to deliver. Headed back out to Paul here. Blanco trying to pressure. And that one nearly fell to Fry, but that one was blocked right at the point of exit. Billy Bob into the center for Chambers. Now forward to Jia Yun. Losing out, but Cairo retaining possession as Skyrise sends it out to Anderdaughter. Chambers again. Over the top. This time finds Bushtit. Bushtit crosses. Skyrise. I believe it was a sole defender. Rise goes down in the box, but the referee says play on. It was a clean foul. Cairo retaining possession. Yun through to Rise. Rise shoots and equalizes for Cairo. Well, it's a great strike from the towering forward. Height not especially important on this occasion, but it's well placed past Twinkle Toes, and Skyrise had leveled it for Cairo here. Now a corner kick for Seoul. Ahmed with the delivery. Punched clear by Rube, but only as far as Varnson. Varnson in space and wins a corner off of Majestic Bushtit. Fry delivers the corner kick and once again headed clear. Garfield trying to get around Chambers but can't. Well, once again, it is level here in the late stages. 30 minutes to play as Billy Bob stands over this free kick. And what a free kick it is! An absolutely brilliant free kick from Billy Bob. The shot curled right over the head of Spoon and into the top corner. Twinkle Toes could do nothing to reach it. And all of a sudden, Cairo City find themselves in front, 3 goals to 2. And this would be a disastrous result for Seoul Mythic. But what a shot that was from Billy Bob. We've seen free kick goals, but that might be one of the best we've seen this season. Bamford through the defense and wins the corner off of Wilhelmsdotter. Cairo pushing forward to try and equalize and pull another winner if they can. Headed up and right into the goalkeeper at high velocity. And it's another corner kick. Fry delivers again. And this one headed out. Almost into touch. Paul able to get in front of it. But now Yun winning possession. Nearly starting another Cairo counterattack. Well, time running out here for Seoul. A loss here means that a North Shore win against London could put them functionally as title winners. Here's Paul with the shot, and Rube tips it over the bar. Deflection from Wilhelmsdotter, taking a bit of the edge off of it. Now Ahmed to deliver. Floated in and headed back behind again. Fry stands over it. And sent in. And this one headed into the side netting. Stain crosses at the end line, but McGarry there. Skyrise finds Anderdaughter. And Bob with another strike. On a hat trick is Billy Bob. Now it's Anderdaughter. Floated in. And Chambers can't get the header into the net. Well, time here has run out on Seoul Mythic, it would seem. Unless they can pull something out here. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. As Rube sends it long up the other end of the pitch. And it's a famous victory for Cairo City, potentially playing spoiler in this title race as they defeat second place Seoul Mythic 3-2. Bernardo Fry and Danny Paul, the goal scorers for Seoul, but they couldn't quite get past Cairo City, who have Billy Bob and Skyrise to thank. Billy Bob scoring a brace, especially off of that really, really good free kick that ended up being the winner for Cairo. Billy Bob deservedly player of the match for that performance. And so Cairo City recording a very important win as Seoul Mythic dropping all 3 points and potentially opening the door for North Shore to raise themselves to an insurmountable lead, or as near to insurmountable as is possible at this stage of the season. To do so, though, they'll have to defeat Inter London, who are a tough out in any circumstance. Former SSL Cup winners Inter London. Certainly an unorthodox formation there. This season, though, has been a little bit rougher for London. There they are toward the bottom of the table on just 11 points. Could give North Shore fits, but there's really no way of telling. At the moment, North Shore know that they have all the cards. Snooks winning the ball there. Free kick here for Lopta from the side of the box. And Takechi able to hold on to it. Shaheen. Mustache Maldonado. And the long shot there from Hannibal Armaros. Wins the corner kick for North Shore. Marino with the delivery, and this one headed over by Miko Rashford, the second. Armaros. Back to Snooks. Snooks sends it into the middle, but headed clear. Maldonado tries again, this time headed right at the keeper. Mourinho. Lopta comes to claim it, trying to find Rashford, but headed away. Santori into the corner, crosses it in, and that one headed well over. I believe that was Finley on the header. Gets it well off target. Rashford sends it back. In London, taking no chances there. Armaros. And a good run there from Boyer to win the interception. King trying to square it, but was offside. And that move ends abruptly. Maldonado gets past Boyer, squares it into the middle, and from a very tight angle, but at close range, it's George Shaheen. Is that the goal that sends them on their way to another minor division championship? It was played on there by Gaisberg. And it's Shaheen who does the damage. Snooks carries it into the box and fires it into the opposite corner. And just like that, it's North Shore 2, Inter London 0. Well, after a bit of a slow start, they've really come into their own in this match, showing that characteristic North Shore dominance. That shot had some real zip on it, courtesy of Snooks. And now here's a free kick from Lopta, delivering right into the side netting. Mourinho sending it back to Snooks there. Snooks around Santori. Gaisberg over the top. Finds Shaheen. And Shaheen ruled offside. North Shore winning possession yet again. That pass intercepted by Emerson, who's now coming up the other way for Inter London. Santori shoots from a tight angle and ends up missing by a very wide margin. Maldonado getting onto that pass. Nunez intercepting the pass, but sent long to be picked up by Skovgaard. Gerard and Skovgaard playing it between each other. Now Neymarinho. Gaisberg. Through ball. Lopta. And Lopta trying to head it past Takechi, but nothing doing. And there's Shaheen with another shot from a tight angle. This time wins a corner. And that corner kick claimed by Takechi. Snooks. Lopta plays it to Gaisberg. Now here's Rashford kicking it through the defense and scoring another goal for North Shore. Right on the edge of halftime, Miko Rashford II makes it 3-0. Rashford knocking it past the opponent, shoots it right into Corrigan, who inadvertently directs it past Takechi in goal. Rashford onside there, as you can see. It's a close run thing, but onside is onside. And that is where we stand at the half. North Shore with a very strong looking 3-0 lead over Inter London. Again, a win here, coupled with Seoul's loss earlier today, would put them at 6 points with superior goal difference advantage, meaning that barring a huge swing in goals, not to mention a couple of defeats, they could not be caught. They would only need a point in Matchday 13 or 14 in order to clinch the title. And that shot there nearly got them a 4th goal today. Lopta delivers in, and it's another corner kick. Shaheen plays it back to Lopta, and again, now Lopta getting onto it, squaring it, and Rashford was in position, but couldn't get to it. Some quick passing finds King in a lot of space, and Tyson King has one back for London. It was a strong bit of passing that created the chance here for Tyson King, able to get around Otto von Bismarck in goal. And the clean sheet broken, London now have a goal that they could potentially build on. But with 30 minutes to play, they have it all to do to beat this North Shore side. Boyer forced back. King loses out there, but Finley able to get to it. Boyer. Now Martin. Martin's pass to Nunez, though, intercepted by Neymarinho. Neymarinho making the run, sends it back to Lopta. Maldonado shoots over the bar. Long ball from Otto von Bismarck. It's Maldonado who brings it in. Ball over the top, finding Rashford. Rashford! Well, the referee is going over to check on it via VAR. Potential offside here, but the goal will stand. There's a ball over the top from Gerrard. Route 1 at its finest. And Rashford placing it out of reach of Takechi. Let's look at the... Well, I guess we don't get a replay for the offside, which is unfortunate, but nevertheless, it is North Shore 4, Inter London 1, with about 15 minutes to play. Lopta sends the free kick to Armaros, and Armaros' shot off the crossbar. It was so nearly 5 goals for North Shore. And we are into added time, and this match has just about ended. And what an important match it was, as North Shore, perhaps not mathematically there yet, but for all intents and purposes, marking themselves out as the last remaining challenger for this SSL title in the minor division. They now need just 1 point from their last 2 matches in order to confirm their status as champions once again. Miko Rashford, with a brace, is your player of the match. Goals also from Snooks and Shaheen. The lone goal, the lone consolation for Inter London, coming courtesy of Tyson King. And that is going to do it here for Matchday 12 here in the SSL Minor League. Before we leave you today, of course, it's just enough time to look over our results once again. We had that cracking opening match between Capstad and Montreal, where the French-Canadian outfit wins 4-2. Another exciting match followed, AS Paris on the short end against a visiting Athens IFC, again 4-2. Then there was that dramatic victory by Cairo City, 3-2 over Seoul Mythic. And finally today, North Shore with a 4-1 win over Inter London that puts them 6 points clear with 13 goal difference advantage over Seoul Mythic going into the final 2 match days. Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Metafiction. Till next time, take care.